March 2023, a group of researchers formed the Truth Mafia, a collective determined to investigate conspiracies and occult mysteries that have been buried for centuries. With a passion for uncovering the truth, they delve into the darkest corners of history, pop culture, and ancient mysteries, seeking answers to questions that have plagued humanity for ages. The Truth Mafia is led by Tommy Truthful, a man shrouded in mystery and intrigue, dedicated to uncovering the hidden truths behind some of the world's most perplexing and enigmatic phenomena. Their research has led them down countless rabbit holes, from deciphering ancient symbols to exploring the hidden meanings behind popular media and literature. Despite the risks and challenges they face, the Truth Mafia remains steadfast in their quest for knowledge. Will their investigations lead to groundbreaking revelations, or will they unravel an even deeper web of secrets and lies? Only time will tell in this ongoing saga of conspiracy and intrigue.
Welcome to another episode of the Truth Mafia podcast. Make sure you smash them likes. Everybody in the comments, let me know that you can hear me because they've been doing a lot of censoring in the last couple days. So I just want to make sure everyone can hear me, and then we'll get going. And before I get going, let me read this fair use so we don't get in no trouble. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which does infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107. So it looks like we had an incident in Las Vegas, guys. Great audio. Good. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I got a guest on here, too. I'll introduce him in a minute. All you know him. But so I've always mentioned Las Vegas. We know it has the 8-pointed star, the star of Ishtar, the star of Anu. This star is tied to Nibiru. And the whole ritual that took place out there, the one that took place down in New Orleans, it's all connected to Nibiru. There's some coding hidden within it. I mean, they just lie to us so much now. It's quite comical. We got fog going around, people feeling unwell from the fog, just all kinds of really strange things taking place. And I've been out for a while due to the holidays. I was doing some things with my family. So now the big dog is back. Yeah, I see these people out here stealing my content still from last year, recycling it. It's quite comical. But we're going to get into some really cool stuff today. And before we get going, guys, again, please smash that like button. We got a couple sponsors. A few of you remember a while back when I was in the hospital and almost died. I had this crazy fungus on my leg. It turned into staph infection. They had me on antibiotics for like 4 months almost. And I started taking this stuff, which, as a matter of fact, I'm starting to get a little cough again with this freaking fog. So let me go ahead and take a couple sprays of this right now. 5 sprays under the tongue will do it. They say once a day. I do it twice just to make sure. And 3 days later, I mean, all the fungus stuff was gone off my leg. It was literally eating my leg apart, guys. I mean, I was looking like a zombie, but it's called Nanosoma, and that link is down below. Amazing sponsor of the podcast. They help to support our movement, so shout out to them. We're not funded by millions of dollars like most of these big content creators that are funded by BlackRock and Vanguard. That's why we're not getting on news channels and stuff like that. We don't have that big kind of funding behind us. We also have the Energy Wellness Band, and that link is down below. Use promo code Truth Mafia. It's all one word. The T is capital and the M is capital, all one word, Truth Mafia. And that has the Shugnite, the Tourmaline, all them amazing elements grounded up in the medical grade silicone band. And then on the back of the band, it has this hologram which there are certain energies and frequencies binded to that hologram. So it's really amazing. They're a good sponsor too. Promo code Truth Mafia. That link is down below. And of course, go opt into the newsletter. It's 100% free. That way you guys get updates and notifications on things we're doing. And don't forget to get your decode over on truthfultv.com. Remember, we have two websites, truthmafia.com. That's where all the content creators are, the whole Truth Mafia team. That's where I put my blogs and stuff like that. And then we have my personal website, which is truthfultv.com. And that's where I do the decodes to find out if you're a non-player character, one of these NPCs, or a first player character. And if you're new to this channel, in the movie The Matrix, there are several people who wake up from the system. They learn to read the hidden code of green letters and numbers of the Matrix. This is not just a movie. We too have this hidden code behind everything as well. It's known as Gematria. And that's because we live in some type of a simulation. So today we're going to get into Gematria. We got some clips for you. Me and my boys going to have a conversation. It's going to be amazing. And again, that link is down below. Find out if you're a non-player character or first player character, or maybe you're a carrier of that Neo code. And I found out some more really cool stuff on the number 169 tied to this. It was kind of like a guardian bloodline. It goes back to ancient times, and we'll get into that today too. I just stumbled across that and found it very fascinating. So let me introduce my guest and brother from another mother, Matrix Code Breaker. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. What's good, truthers? Happy New Year. Thanks for having me, Tommy.
Yeah, no problem, brother. I'm very excited to do it with you. We always do good shows together, and I woke up early this morning and hit him up, and I'm like, bro, do you see all this shit going on? Like the world seems like it's falling apart right into 2025, and I told you guys this was going to be a rough year. If you watch any of my podcasts, I clearly said the last 2 months leading up to 2025 that the first week of January they would pop shit off because the Great Tribulation equals 225. And what they're doing is they're doing a ritual on the world stage, and it's to bring forth this digital beast system, this digital currency, to collapse the physical currency, and the rollout of that whole beast system, which is almost here. People are sleeping, so it's rolling out faster than we thought. And this antichrist figure, these people are part of a Saturnalia death cult. That's what they're part of. So they want to roll out this one world system with this antichrist figure at the top. You don't have to be religious. It doesn't matter about that. It's all about power with them. They're using out of the scripture to control people anyways. And that's not saying the scripture is to control you. I don't believe in organized religion. I believe in the creator. I believe in Yeshua. I believe he came here, tried to warn us, was teaching us some things, and they murdered him for it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people forget that a couple years back in 2015, they had this operation called Jade Helm, guys. Y'all remember that in the comments? And that was an operation when they were weaponizing AI, because the government had AI way before they ever showed it to us. So if you don't realize that the government's always 50 years ahead of us in technology, you ain't paying attention. And I touched on this a little bit in that video I did about the FEMA camps. JJ Carell did this documentary called Treason, and it was released on 10/10 of 24. We'll add that shit up. What's that add up to? 44. which 44 is a kill code. Kill equals 44. FEMA death camp is 44. Banking collapse, banking elite. These are the ones doing it that are already down in their bunkers. The ones that bought all the guillotines during Jade Helm, that bought all of the freaking hollow point bullets during Jade Helm, when they were bringing in all these UN vehicles, helicopters, army tanks. They shut down all the Walmarts. Remember that, guys? And there was all these stories going around that they were building FEMA camp, these detention centers under the Walmarts. But this is how governments work. They plan 15. It's usually in intervals of 15. They really love that number. It's tied to the moon. It's tied to CERN. So they like to plan, ahead, sometimes even 30 years ahead. It could be more than that, some of their plans. But this one, Jade Helm, what was that? About 15 years ago, right? No, 10 years ago. About 10 years ago. So now we're going to see the fruits of that labor as it's rolling out. And by 2030, Agenda 2030 and all that, that'll be the 15-year point. So I believe this 7-year period that's going to be really bad is 2025 through 2032, that 7-year period. And yes, they actually bought guillotines, smart guillotines, guys. I'm not joking. Our own government bought these. You know what I'm saying? Do you remember that stuff, Matrix Code Breaker, when all that was going down?
Oh yeah, and they tried to throw it underneath the rug too, and scrap all their receipts for that.
Yeah, it was Jade Helm. Jade Helm 15, not Jade Helm 17. Whoever said 17. It was Jade Helm 15. Definitely was. It was in the year 2015. If I said 17, then I misspoke, but I don't think I did. But yes. Shout out to my brother right here on the screen. I can't say that word, my brother, because I'll take this video down. But that's exactly what it's tied to. And that was passed into the government. You can look it up. What's on the screen right there, them laws that brother just put on there, you guys need to go look that up, because that was actually passed as a law into the government. And people that do not denounce Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, they don't care if you believe in him or not. You will get your head chopped off. They're playing a script from the scripture. What's it saying there? Many will be decapitated for not denouncing the name of Jesus. So trust me, in them laws, they've been trying to pass them for quite some time. And we know who's guilty of that, right? So they're over there stealing land right now in Syria, and going to attack some other countries here really soon. Pretty soon, we'll all be working for them. And I'm not talking about all the people of that land, because I have many people that I love that are that nationality. I'm talking about their government, the Zionist dictatorship at the top of their government, which took over Syria since that whole collapse. They're holding down Mount Hermon right now, where the 200 fallen angels descended to bring man that forbidden knowledge. And that happened on 12/8, 12/8, which is 128. And a lot we're going to get into today ties into that number. And then Mount Hermon is 156, guys, which when you spell out 156, it equals 128. And 12/8 was the anniversary of the movie Leave the World Behind, where they showed us their whole playbook, their whole play code, what they were going to do. You know what I mean? So, and what do you see there? An 8-pointed star right on Mount Hermon, which represents portals and stargates, just like we see it over here on Pazuzu. It's above his head. They're using CERN to open up portals. Like, if you really knew what this shit was about, you would be scared. And I'm not here to scare you, but it is what it is. And right where we just had this ritual now in Las Vegas, the 8-pointed star. So before we get into that one, Let's take a look at what happened in New Orleans.
Horrific situation unfolding in New Orleans. 10 people are dead and dozens more hurt when police say a man intentionally drove a pickup truck into a crowd on New Year's.
This is not a terrorist event. What it is right now is their improvised explosive devices that was found.
John and Rachel, we know the driver of that vehicle who was armed is dead, and the mayor of New Orleans is calling this an act of terrorism. At least 10 people are dead and 35 injured.
There's a lot of information going around. Some of it is actually true. Some of it isn't. The federal government is now in charge of this investigation. By that, I mean the White House, the FBI, the Department of Homeland Security, and the Department of Justice.
Like y'all did with Las Vegas after you took that over, right?
Here's what I want to ask from the federal government. Catch these people. Catch these people. And then tell the American people the truth. Now, I don't want you to tell us yet anything that's going to interfere with your investigation. And there's things that I've been told that I think are true that I'm not sharing with you today because it could interfere with their investigation. But after we get to the bottom of this, they need to tell the American people the truth.
Rachel Wolf from the Wall Street Journal, you said you were confident there are multiple suspects involved. What makes you confident in that? Is there other...
Why would we tell you that?
The 72,000 Americans last year who died from fentanyl poisoning. That's more than the entirety of Vietnam, the entire Vietnam War.
Migrant children pouring into our area on flights chartered by the feds. Former Westchester County Executive Rob Astorino says that's what you're seeing on this video from a distance at Westchester County Airport. And he says the number of flights is increasing.
We have no answers about basic questions like who's coming here, where are they being settled or taken to?
The News4JAX I-team is digging into claims that the federal government is flying illegal immigrants into Jacksonville in the dark of night as the Biden administration tries to handle the flood of people crossing into the U.S. along the southern border.
But I see the arrogance.
As far as the border, we're taking unprecedented action. We had to fix something that was broken, especially by the last administration. We've secured record levels. This is what we have been able to do, of funding for the Department of Homeland Security.
You know, doing it for the sake of a headline, what we're seeing with these governors is irresponsible and it's inhumane.
Oh, like you did the whole election, right?
It's inhumane.
And the evil.
Biden and the Democrats, you tell me, look at their faces. You tell me which one of these 20%, 20 to 40% of these children are going to go missing.
And the corruption.
Well, think about this, okay? People came into this country illegally, violating our laws, okay? And the first thing they do is get lawyers and use our laws to sue an elected governor, to sue a state.
And the chutzpah.
We have a shortage of workers in our country, and you see even in Florida, some of the farmers and the growers saying, why are you shipping these immigrants up north? We need them to pick the crops down here.
She cannot talk at all. She's another one like Biden. And I seen her little head poking out. Nancy Pelosi, the Crypt Keeper, I seen her head poking out of one of these events. I forget which one it was. The one in Las Vegas or the one, I think it was the one in Las Vegas when they were talking, you seen her head poking out. So she was there, and why, I don't know.
And there's really not even words to describe it. The Democratic Party working for the UN and the globalists does a worldwide lockdown, opens the borders, floods us with tens of millions of people.
That is, until stories like this bubble to the surface as a New Mexico man was indicted for allegedly trying to provide material support to a designated foreign terrorist organization.
45-year-old Herman Wilson has been trying to help militant Islamist group ISIS since at least 2020. Federal documents filed by the U.S. Attorney's Office say the Albuquerque man wanted to go to Egypt to support the terrorist organization, even using the online platform Telegram to recruit others. A confidential informant recruited through Telegram told investigators Wilson was training them how to fight on behalf of the terrorist organization and drove them to Kirtland Air Force Base to show them how, quote, easy it was to get through security.
Contrary to the fantasies of Saul Alinsky's egotistical neophytes jabbering away on the idiot box, the threat is very real.
Shamsuddin Jabbar, the 42-year-old Texas national named by the FBI as the suspect in this case, a man who has been killed in a firefight with police in New Orleans as gunfire unfolded.
So that was John Bound from Alex Jiggle Jones's channel who threw that little piece of propaganda together. But, you know, they got us so separated, guys, now, the left versus the right. And look, I'm a conservative. I would say more libertarian than conservative, but very conservative. I do not believe in abortion at all. I really don't care about the whole if gay people get married or not. That shit don't mean nothing to me. Do whatever, you know, as long as you don't involve my children in that or programming of them, that doesn't matter to me. That I think that's pretty stupid. But there's a lot of things that they use to divide and conquer us that we got to come together, all of us. It shouldn't matter if you consider yourself liberal, conservative. These people are going to not just kill us, our children. They're enslaving our children. It's open warfare on us right now, guys. Right now. It's happening in front of your eyes. And, you know, most people, they just don't even care. Like, what's going on with the fog? What is that all about? My homeboy on Instagram, he's a pretty funny dude. He brought it up.
There's something very strange that's going on with this fog. And people been coming out and reporting ever since they done seen this fog, they done had some weird ass sickness, making them have headaches, dry coughs, sinus issues, and unclarity what they thinking. Now this didn't stand out to me until I realized that I was starting to get affected. And then everybody in the house start having the same symptoms. Y'all can hear it in my throat. I'm literally just bouncing back from something. And twin, we are not tripping. It's some weird shit that's going on with this fog. You even got people waking up seeing weird substances inside of their pool after the fog happened. I thought it was me that was just tripping. I didn't even notice until I hopped on TikTok and everybody was talking about the same symptoms that I was just talking about. Past 2 days, I done felt so drained, literally sleeping 13 hours each day. I think I'm finna go buy a gas mask. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this fog that's been going around in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. And if you want to learn how to turn your content pages to print you money, comment down below.
That's my homeboy right there. He's hilarious. I recommend all you guys follow him. So Matrix Codebreaker, what do you think? And remember, we're on YouTube, so we got to be careful. But what do you think with all this fog stuff? It is very suspect, ain't it?
Definitely. And it's right in time for the 121 code, which is coming up this month.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the 121 code. January 21st.
Or 121 is usually when they drop one of these, things.
One of these things on us that they like to lock us down inside for 2 years. That's what he's talking about. The code red, as we call it in our community. And you seen when I had the fog thing on there, I couldn't mention, but I put a screenshot of the different things they're promoting right now, right? There's a new one in China they're talking about. I wish I could just speak clearly, but on here you'll get taken down so fast. And then I had this other video I wanted to show you guys really quick because it's very fascinating. It was talking about one of the Knowles sisters going into this witchcraft store, and then this guy's on a podcast and he's asking, the host asked him if he ever talks to the dead. And he's like, yeah, every day. He said, I feed them. I feed them so that they leave me healthy. And he's talking about these entities that I tell you guys about all the time, these archons that they worship. And what he's feeding them is called loosh. And they do this ritualistically. So if they sacrifice someone here in the physical world, they harvest something from that, right? They harvest what is called the adrenal. Let's just say that, and then Google Chrome mixed with it. You know what I'm saying? They harvest that. Very, very psychoactive. So it's supposed to allow them to communicate with the archons, these reptilian demons. Um, and it also reverses, doesn't quite reverse ages, it stops aging, it halts it. So some of these people that are on the world stage, why you see pictures of Jay-Z in the 30s, because he was really there. You know, they're a couple hundred years old, and it stops the telomeres in your DNA from withering. So the telomeres is like a candle wick, and that's your life's candle wick. And when that blows out, your life blows out. So if you can stop that from burning, you can slow the age process down. Thank you, my brother, for gifting someone. My boy Eric, one of the moderators, gave one of you guys a membership. Shout out to him. He's an amazing moderator. So is Kimberly. So is all my moderators. I love all you guys. My other one that's an artist, she's in here today too. You guys should go check out some of her artwork. She's an amazing person. I seen her last night over in Logan's. My girl right here, Lady Rocks. I seen her over in Logan's podcast, where our brother Logan does not believe in he doesn't. He believes everybody's non-player characters. He don't believe in first player characters. So, but I still love him and will always support his work and shout him out. You know, that's just one thing we differ on. And this is not the donut factory, guys. This is a different donut right here. This is a donut from over the pond, I think. Ain't you donut from like I forget where he's from, but he's a good follower too. So let me play this for you. Wait till you hear this, guys. This is very fascinating. And after I play it, I'm going to play the screen reader and let you listen to what these entities are. And then me and Matrix Codebreaker got a couple breakdowns for you on these events as far as when it comes to numerology.
One thing I wanted to add real fast before
Yeah,
you
go
move
ahead,
on.
brother. Add whatever you want to add.
Stephen King's The Mist was released
Oh.
on 11/21.
On what day?
11/21, 2007.
Damn. I got to rewatch that The Mist, bro. See what's all tied to that The Mist, right? I bet you there's a lot tied to that. Yeah, it's crazy. And people all around me, bro, they've all, even like everybody in my family, we've all been having these weird little coughs, and everybody, all they want to do is sleep. It's like it's sucking the life force out of you. I don't know if that's happening to you guys in the comments, if you feel drained, but I know I sure have. Yesterday, I got up for literally an hour, and I slept all through the whole day yesterday. I got up, and then that's why I was up so early when I called you, bro, because I had slept all day yesterday. So me and him literally worked on this podcast for like, we started, what time did we start, brother?
It's 8 or 9 o'clock.
Yeah, 8 or 9 in the morning. And then I told you guys I'd go live at like 12:08. Well, you know, I'm on Tommy Truthful time. So when I say 12:08, it's probably going to be 2:08. Unfortunately, I wish that wasn't the way I was, but it takes a long time to put one of these shows together. So let me play this clip here, and then I'll play you this screen reader, and I'll let you see what we're looking at. This site I found is fascinating. You can learn about Lush on there, all these different ancient races. It's everything on there I don't agree with, but there's a lot of things I do, and I think some of them are are pretty interesting, to say the least. So here we go.
And Beyonce's sister into that little, it's called a botanica, a little witchcraft store. Solange knows. Beyonce's sister walks in with her boyfriend, and I'm like, is this a dream? And is this Solange knows? He's like, yeah, she comes here regularly. We do rituals for her and her family. And I'm just like, what? Like the nose? Like, yeah, man, this is real. And she's buying product and paying for rituals, and I'm like,
man, E5 don't make no mistake, bro.
What's E5? Because I heard of it.
Oh, shit! Yeah. A lot of people practice it like Senorita or somebody.
Beyonce.
Some people do. Yeah, Beyonce practice E5. She a child of Oshun. She a child of Oshun. She got songs. She got songs like,
oh, for real?
Talking about her ancestor. Every time she dressed up like her ancestor. When she was pregnant, she dressed up as Oshun.
Oh, wow. So have you ever spoken with the dead?
Yeah, I feed them.
What do you mean?
I feed them all the time. I take care of them for them to take care of me every day.
Interesting. He feeds them. I mean, they're just getting more blunt, bro. Putting this shit right in our face now. You know, they don't even try to hide it no more, what they're into in these spiritual rituals that they're doing. I mean, it doesn't make nobody not like them anyways. They just, hey, they'll continue to buy their music and continue to follow them on Instagram and like them. So why would they care? It seems like they go more viral for saying it. You know what I'm saying? So let me share this screen share real quick of these entities that feed on humanity. And this goes back before the first version of Christianity, guys. You know, these people are hunted down to extinction, the Gnostics, and they were supposed to have sent Jesus Christ back. And, you know, it's very funny that Jesus Christ equals 36 in that Chaldean cipher, like Neocode is 36 in Chaldean. Now you have different ciphers. So Neocode's 128 in reversed ordinal. It's 36 in Chaldean. It's 187 in standard, which is fitting because they definitely do try to kill us, the carriers of that Neocode. Once you realize what you truly are, that's when things get rough for you. And they show breakdowns of these characters in movies like Dr. Sleep. That's my favorite one. If you watch Dr. Sleep, the kids with the shine, they have them special abilities. That's what they are. They're the chosen ones, the carriers of that Neo code. It's very rare. You know, I've done a lot of these readings, and there's not many of us out here. So let me show you this, guys. Okay, right here. This is Ascension Glossary. They got all kinds of good stuff on here, but this one is very fascinating, and hopefully you guys can hear it. Matrix Codebreaker, if you can't hear it, just speak up loud, all right, bro? Say, hey, we can't hear it.
Gotcha.
All right, cool.
Abbreviation, Negative Alien Agenda or Negative Aliens Archon Group. Negative Alien Agenda or NA. The Negative Alien Agenda NA is to force the planet to serve another multiple species controller agenda through imposing false replicated time fields using biowarfare technology such as holographic inserts, AI, and mind control, namely created under genetically reptilian-based Archons extraterrestrials at the expense and life force of the human race and the kingdoms under human domain. The NAA can be best understood as a psychopathic personality or identity profile with a lack of empathy that has no feelings of remorse. See the timeline in the ages of humanity from the Ice Age in 10,500 BCE. See Galactic Wars. Negative aliens. These are extra-dimensional and interdimensional beings that have lost their consciousness connection to God's source and are utilizing humans and other beings as their food source, siphon life force like a parasite, to live thousands of years. They do not have access to incarnate into human bodies, so they covet human bodies, and they want to take them over or use them in the future. They do not have emotions as humans have, but are highly intelligent as they are working on higher mind principles than the human 3 layers of ego. They are similar to a mad scientist that manipulates and genetically modify human beings, similarly as a farmer interested in gaining more resources out of his herd of cattle on the farm. They consider humans an investment in their energy resource portfolio. The NAA can be best understood as a psychopathic or sociopathic personality or identity profile with a lack of empathy, that has no feelings of remorse and no caring towards human beings. They regard human beings as inferior, stupid, and many times use forms of mockery to create intentional harm for their own amusement. These beings have been manipulating the human world of affairs for thousands and thousands of years, since the Atlantean cataclysm for their own purposes. See the ages of humanity. These are interdimensional and extra-dimensional beings known as fallen angelic in ancient history, and they use many technological manipulation methods to mind control and negatively manipulate the future direction of the human race. One such negative manipulation is installing the Armageddon software into the planetary brain in order to install false father negative alien religions based on serving the Yahweh and Jehovian Anunnaki collectives. See dark force manipulation methods and mind control and artificial intelligence. Reptilian hierarchy. Extraterrestrials that are hybridized with reptilian-based genetics operate in strict hierarchical systems of rank and defer to their superior groups. The Dracos or Draconians from Alpha Draconis are in command of Earth-based subterranean reptilians who respect their superiors in the belief system that the Dracs are those who hold ownership over Earth and human beings. Draco reptilians view themselves as the most intelligent species in the universe, and that Earth humans are the—
Remember, that's how it was set up, like in Jupiter Ascending.
the result of their biological seeding processes from multiple planets. The Alpha Draconis Draco have a royal class that appear to be lighter colors, white skin scales with winged appendages, and are about 2 to 3 times the size of an average human and very muscular. They are quite menacing and tyrannical, showing little mercy to an entity of their own race that they think has defied their orders or responsibilities to manage their earthly resources. Earth-based reptilians appear to be in command over EB or biological entities known as small grays. The reptilians have developed high psionic abilities, which they use for mind controlling other entities, and do not have an emotional body or soul body. The known reptilian races on Earth appear to have made a variety of cooperative agreements with the higher ranks of human government and military, which have resulted in shadow government black projects, such as secret space programs, MILABs, and the creation of military-industrial complex to experiment and exploit alien-based technologies and craft that they have been given access through their cooperation. Dracs are extremely militant, misogynistic, and warring species that are very involved in controlling the power elite, financial, pharmaceutical, and banking institutions, promoting war and killing through increasing militarization, poverty consciousness, human enslavement programming, religious violence, terrorism, and the harvesting of humanity's DNA through abduction and experimentation, as well as other species they have under their control. See World War II. An invasion. When our planetary logos was invaded and corrupted by the reptilian controllers, archons, of the NAA, the planet and our race were impacted dramatically. It meant we were no longer free to create and evolve as per the original blueprint of our intended creation, and we had no memory of what had happened to us. We were recycled through continual reincarnation into the astral plane with no memory of the past lives, who we really are, where we are going, or what our real relationship is to God and what humanity's purpose actually is. Over time, most of us lost our feeling connection to our soul matrix, and we became numb to the pain in order to survive in anti-human-based structures. What has happened to our planet is not human, it is alien to the true nature of humanity. See the ages of humanity. Invasion strategy. To be able to understand the sociopathic sick mind of archontic deception systems, one would need to better understand the general attitude of an AD-infected human or non-human, NA, as having little to no remorse or empathy. If a technologically advanced extra-dimensional race has decided to implement a gradual takeover of a planet and its inhabitants, what kind of strategy would it use? First, they would look to how they could maximize the efficiency of the invasion process and reduce the expenditure of resources that they have to generate themselves. To achieve this goal, the secretive infiltration of the core societal organizational structures such as religions, medical, financial, and legal systems would be ideal to shape the value systems that generate reality belief systems they want to control. Through the engineering of a labyrinth of self-enforced enslavement policies based on fear and intimidation among the Earth inhabitants, they would achieve the use of minimal off-planet resources by piggybacking on the Earth human resources. The people on Earth would effectively enforce their own enslavement, as well as enslave their own global human family by giving up their rights and their resources. This is very effective for takeover and invasion with minimal resistance or revolt by inhabitants who are unaware they are being invaded. This is called the Archontic Deception Strategy. 1-2. Luciferian Rebellion. One of the heightened events of enemy patterning buried in our cellular memory history is that of the Luciferian Rebellion, which reached its apex during the end of the Atlantean root race, human evolution, cycle. From the Guardian founder race's perspective, this was the end result of our last aeon or astrological age, approximately 26,000 years ago by our human timeline measurement. What resulted in our Atlantean evolution experiment was quite a traumatizing cataclysm that set the events into motion as to what humans would experience in the next aeon cycle. The last 26,000 years have been a dark cycle of evolution and planetary rule, from the negative aliens that formed the innate strategies for human enslavement and trapping consciousness. Mind control. When one has control over the thoughts of one's mind, one has control over the direction and actions of the physical body, all of its parts, and reclaiming of the soul energies. Whoever controls the mind controls the soul. Mind control is used to form socially acceptable belief systems and shape value systems to which are used to control and enslave the masses. God, religious violence, gender issues, financial and debt enslavement, and sexuality are the most mind-controlled and manipulated belief systems promoted by the NAA and their human power elite to continue their enslavement and vampirism of humanity. Alien implants. Alien implants work in the human body similarly as the chemical process of geoengineering is used in spraying chemtrails in the skies. Alien implants are a bioengineering technology designed to shape the human body into the submission to NAA mind control agendas, similar to chemical, nanoparticle, geoengineering being used to control the weather by harming the ozone layer and create excessive methane gases. Negative alien religions. One of the largest lies promoted to divide our race is the war over false gods promoted through religious violence. The false archetypal story of a crucified Christ figure is a mockery to further enslave humans into believing in a salvation model through a crucified Christ. It represents the tortured human being, as we are all the Christ, and we have been crucified/implanted as our planet was invaded. These structures are called crucifixion implants. These crucifixion implants are tangible control structures placed in the seventh dimensional logos, and therefore it is in our individual bodies, in the seventh dimensional chakra, its complex, meridians, and the entire left side, our female spirit, of our bodies. We are not aware of these implants until we open the seventh chakra seal and start connecting this part of our seventh layer light buddy to our personal consciousness field. This is a direct result of the negative aliens and the NAA strategy for enslavement through mind control and artificial intelligence. Empaths versus non-empaths. When we look at the larger galactic picture of consciousness enslavement, we see the NAA's many-pronged agenda to target the brain, CNS, and thought forms of every person on Earth. Through the agenda of transhumanism, we see the promotion of hybridization and synthetic integration with artificial neural networks for control over the CNS and brain. What is starting to surface with more clarity is that our human neurobiology is wired for empathy, which connects us to higher consciousness and has a spiritual function. The NAA and their minions of soulless AI, infected synthetic beings, do not have the biocircuitry for empathy. We are, in essence, in a struggle between human empaths and alien hybridized humans and extra-dimensional aliens that are NON empaths. 3. Fallen angelics. Belial Sun Agenda, Luciferians, created by the fallen angelics to counteract and destroy the Christiac human guardian race for control and domination of this time vector in this universal time matrix. Fallen angelic Anunnaki groups. Alpha Omega Order Templar Melchizedeks, Fallen Seraphim. Samjace Anunnaki from Pleiades, Alcyone, Jehovian Anunnaki from Sirius A, designers of the crucifixion implant network on Earth. Thoth, Enki, Enlil collectives from Nibiru and Sirius A. Marduk Necromatin, Enlil Odedicron alliance with Nibiruians. Michael family Nephilim hybrids, cloned Michael bodies of the Anunnaki hybrids from Orion, Sirius, Andromeda, Reptile, and Sectoid collective. The main groups of negative aliens, the Anunnaki, Draconians, and Necromatons that source out of the Phantom Matrix spaces in the parallel systems, formed alliances with the fallen angelic Anunnaki groups to take control over the Earth, which are referred to as the innate. These groups used technology to open wormholes that were blended together to create the power required to attempt to pull the Earth body into the black hole system leading into the Phantom Matrix where they exist, and then could gain total control over the planet and humanity. The parallel system of which these entities came from is called the Wisa system. This is a universal time matrix, and its parallel of which many of the Anunnaki and their hybrids originate from the Weezdak system, while the Draconian species are coming from antiparticle universe called the Weezdrack system. 4. They joined together to run energetic reversals in the planet in order to realign the Earth with their system through the wormholes and black hole system they created for that purpose. They joined with the fallen angelics to counteract and destroy the Christiac human guardian race for control and domination of this time vector in this universal time matrix. Reptile and Sectoid collective. Dragon moth from Orion black hole system. Necromatin beetle hominid, men in black from Niburian lines. Marduk Omicron from Alpha Centauri. Centaur hybrids from Omega Centauri. Zeta from Rigel, Zeta Draconian agendas. Zeta from Zeta Reticuli. 3 main agendas.
To me, these are all fallen angels. You know what I'm saying?
Agendas. 1 serves human freedom. Every human being that has been contacted by interdimensional entities or has suffered through abduction scenarios should be well aware that the Earth holds great interest for these non-human entities that want to access the entirety of the planetary genetic library without restrictions. On planet, the history of the human genetic race line and tribal affiliation is key-coded to interdimensional Stargate mechanics in the grid network, which is held in the DNA record of the incarnated human being even when its potentials remain dormant and inactive. The high majority of those that are contacted or abducted are directly related to the genetic affiliation that the human being has had with 1 out of 3 primary interdimensional stellar agendas that are connected to that particular star family located in higher dimensional realities. Those that serve the Emerald Order Covenant uphold the cosmic sovereign law for achieving human freedom and planetary liberation, which extends beyond this universe into the cosmic source domains and go all the way back to the first God world creation. The other 2, Belial Group and Black Sun alien AI hybrids, originally sourced from a fallen parallel matrix called Wisa, which serve the One World Order government with the current transhumanist slavery agenda for implementing the Great Reset. 5. Clone warfare agendas. Forward note. Please consider that uncovering many multidimensional layers of complex alien machinery used as advanced mind control weaponry for perpetuating clone warfare, along with the AI hybrid demonic hierarchies managed by the invaders to enslave humanity for the NA's ongoing invasion of the solar system, has encompassed many successive missions of multidimensional guardian teams over several lifetimes to identify and locate the hidden alien infrastructure of artificial red wave and red cube transmissions throughout the planetary grid network. Thus, during the ascension cycle with the neutron window opening, discovering the Red Trident has been ongoing with successive revelations of its AI infrastructure being located for dismantling for the purpose of correcting dark matter from terraforming technology, while identifying which of the NA species are active administrators of Looking Glass, overseeing their cloned AI hybrid armies in the Phantom Matrix areas of the artificial tree of life, which function within the sprawling mass of galactic hierarchies. See pitfalls of artificial or cloned identities. References. Spiritual Maturity, July 2013.
But, some of their things I don't agree with, but it's pretty interesting, the part on the reptilian hierarchy and all that. And they do believe in Jesus. They just don't think he was crucified. Their version of Gnosticism is a little different. than the actual version. So, but also in real reality, he wasn't crucified. He was hung from a tree. So, that's what a lot of people do believe, that he was actually, which I believe too. I believe he was hung from a tree. I think they threw that cross in there. That cross goes back to Tammuz, which was the son of Nimrod. So it's also Nibiru. Nibiru is called the planet of the crossing. Now I think of it as a dimension, and that's why I did like their work, because most of what they were talking about was interdimensional. But I don't think we should call them aliens. I think we should call them what the fuck they are, fallen angels. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion on it. They talk more about the archons, but it's really cool because it's like a glossary of all this different stuff that you would never find anywhere else. And like on the archons, they got a whole thing on them. Some really fascinating stuff. And like I said, I don't believe all of it. I just thought some of it was interesting, but the reason I found it is because they had this page on Loosh Energy, and I was reading about Loosh, and then that led me to all that other stuff. I'm like, wow, this is pretty interesting. So I thought I would share it with you guys. But the Guardian races, I do believe in them. I do believe in the Luciferian rebellion and the takeover from these entities, the Archons. Some of the ET races they're talking about, I think they're just, created by the freaking Archons, which they even call them the fallen angelic. So I think the fallen angelic, the fallen angels, have created many things that we could call extraterrestrial or alien if we wanted to, but let's just keep it what they are. Freaking fallen angels. That's my opinion, though. What do I know? Maybe I'm wrong, right? Definitely fascinating. So, what do you think about all that kind of stuff, Matrix Codebreaker?
I'm right there with you about the fallen angels. They're like parasitic. They just want to torment the masses and deceive them in any way possible.
Yeah, and like I think even they're probably the ones that made up the word alien. A lie is right in that word. No, I'm not saying these different forms. Like there might be some shit out there that looks like mantids. There might be some shit out there that looks like grays. But guess what? They were probably made by these fallen angelics.
Mm-hmm.
You know
look at all the stuff that we've seen in those mirrored pictures. That could be something that we're looking or seeing at, in a different world. Those entities. They all look different.
Yep. Yeah, it is. It is fascinating, and I just like to look into different things and see. Look at things with an open mind. The reptilians, I know them things are real. They're fallen angels, though. 100%. That's what they are, and I don't trust them at all. I think they're the ones trying to enslave us. I've told people before. That's why we see people walking around with the bleeding eyes or the black eyes. That's all reptilian technology. That nano worm that can go in, wrap around the optic nerve, taking over the consciousness of the host. They call it droning. So that's what I think they are. But I definitely think there's something going on out here, some real crazy shit, and it's going to get crazier as they're opening up these ancient stargates to let in their little army of freaking whatever the hell they got going on. This is a thumbnail I made before. Don't look up with the Stranger Things kids. We got all the drone shit going on. So what do you got, brother? I want, and here, let me read this real quick before I did this post, guys. on well, it was like the day after Christmas, but it went viral on my page. And so where the stories of Santa Claus going down the Christmas tree and our inner Christos, our inner Christ, it all comes from this. Inside your brain is a structure called, I can never say this, so don't make fun of me, claustrum, a mysterious part of the brain even science struggles to understand. Sir Francis Crick suggested it might be the very seat of consciousness. At the age of 12, the claustrum begins to secrete a sacred oil known as chrism, or the Christos in Greek. It's the Christos oil, your inner Christ. It begins a journey down the spinal cord. This is Santa going down the chimney, right? And it goes to the base of your spine. Now, the oil begins the journey down. Humans are born with 33 vertebrae, the same age as Jesus was crucified in 33 AD. And this descent symbolizes the fall of man. Once the oil reaches the sacral plexus, which I butchered that, it begins to be resurrected and ascend, traveling back up the 33 vertebrae. Along the way, it crosses the vagus nerve, a powerful nerve connected to all vital organs and responsible for healing through vibration and chanting. This is probably why the Native Americans and a lot of the ancient cultures chanted so much. And we've already seen that healing can happen through vibration. This is why they kill all these holistical doctors like Dr. Sebi that showed us you can cure yourself through getting your body alkaline, eating properly, getting your body to meditate at the right vibrational frequency. I tell people how important this is all the time. So this is where the land of the milk and the honey comes from, right? When the oil ascends to our third eye, it makes the serotonin, the milk, from the pituitary gland, and DMT, the honey, from the pineal gland. I can barely read this. I'm going so blind. This is the land of milk and honey, referenced in ancient text. After resting for 2 days, the oil transforms and reaches the optic thalamus, the third eye, illuminating the mind in 1,000 lights. So the ancient Egyptians called this the light of the world. And this is the story behind Santa Claus. It's a story. Some people believe, it's a story about Jesus. I think it's our inner Christ, but I think Jesus really came in the physical form too. I just don't think his name was probably something different, like Yeshua. There were no J's in the Aramaic language, but I really don't think it matters what we call him. He knows, right? And I think he was sent back by source consciousness, the creator of all things, that these archons have been cut off from. That's why they want to steal our body with the black goo nanotechnology. The black goo is a storehouse for that archonic consciousness, and it's a way they can take over the human vessel, the human avatar, to exist here in the physical. Now, how to unlock your inner power. Each month, when the moon is in your star sign, so like, for example, I'm a Capricorn, right? And when the moon's in Capricorn, that's when this sacred oil is activated. But maintaining it requires discipline. You have to, I wouldn't even say eat moderately, I would say fast during that period. Alkaline your body. Abstinence from destructive habits like overindulgence, alcohol, complete abstinence, no sex. Meditate and align with the energy of your moon sign. So when you're meditating, use vibrations. And guys, we got an amazing thing You can get it anywhere, though. You don't even have to get it from my website, but you could check it out over there. Um, we actually have different tuning things that help to tune your body at this. So when it's during this time, you can get your body in that frequency. And that's why the ancients were living 800 years. They believe, see, when it passes that vagus nerve, that's connected to all your vital organs and responsible for all the healing. So that's why people are regenerating their body and living longer. But they took this out of everything and they made these funny little allegories or these little stories about it, like Santa Claus going down the chimney, right? Which is the Kundalini fire, is what it represents right there. So, yeah, let me show you this real quick, guys. Entire screen. Share. Oh shit, I should have left that off because I wanted to show you after I show you this. I want to show you I need to turn the audio on. There we go. I want to show you some things Matrix Codebreaker put up over here because we on truthfultv.com, our other website, we have our own social media group. So you can come over here. We got our shop. This is just some of our shop. It shows you can click over and keep seeing things like we have these tuning forks. There's different ones that are all tuned to different frequencies. That 128 is a very powerful frequency, and there's a reason the elites steal it and use it for negativity. But if you go to the shop, actual shop, it's up here. If you're on the phone version, it'll look like 3 slits up in the corner. And you'll just go to shop, see the groups are right here. We'll cover that in a minute. And then if you want to get your decode, that's right on the front page, our different services. We got holistic counseling, the personal Gematria Decode, podcasting. So if you go to the shop, here's some really cool items for it. These are grounding shoes, but we almost sold them all out. There's only like 2 sizes left, unfortunately. These are really good tuning forks. And anything you see on here, that's shipping included. All of our products, organic, all these are all products I test and my family uses. These things here are phenomenal, guys. You can put them by your bed, put them by your computer, or when you're meditating during that time of the month, and they put out that 7.83 frequency pulse wave, which is like the Schumann resonance, the Earth's actual frequency, right? We have so many amazing products over here. Here's a little more high-tech one. This is a low-tech one. So it's only $26. This one's a little more higher tech. These whistles, they're not actual whistles. They teach you how to breathe. So it's showing you how to breathe when you're meditating. They're really good to go with that. We have certain necklaces and bracelets that block the EMF or activate certain frequencies within you. Everything I have over here is holistical, and God put all this here. So all that BS, that crystals are evil or that stupidest shit I ever heard. Go look on the priest that went into the temple to touch the Holy Ark of the Covenant. They had a chest plate full of stones and amulets. They had to wear it. The creation stones or the radiation that was coming off of the Ark of the Covenant would have killed them. So, the elites don't want us to know how to really protect ourselves, how to really heal ourselves, and God gave us all the tools. So you don't have to. I don't believe in going to any of their doctors. I mean, unless I absolutely have to, if I'm about to die or something, my mom forces me to go, but I really don't like to go. We have these different things here. Which the tuning forks are really good because until you can train your body to vibrate at the proper frequency, just through getting your body to kind of hum internally, these are good way to train yourself to do that. And then we got the mat. So when you're doing this, it's an EMF grounding mat. I got mine right now. My feet are on it as I'm doing this podcast. I got another one that's on my back. I got one that lays on my whole bed. So I don't have them on here though. They were a little more expensive. But you can find them on Amazon. They're just a little pricey. Yeah, we got all this different stuff, guys. Really cool stuff. And some of these crystals all have different healing properties. So you just got to read about each one, see what that one's healing properties are. There's different ones. You don't want them shiny. Once they're shiny, they're dead. So you don't want them all polished up. And you want to charge them under the moon. Under the full moon, charge them. You want them raw like this. See this? This is the best element in the whole world to block 5G. But it's not that pretty, right? I got one over my bed. Actually, this girl made it. I think her name is damn, I got her name on my phone. She has a Etsy. She sent me a bunch of stuff. A ring. She sent me a bracelet that's on right now. I would never took it off since she sent it to me. She sent me this like globe thing made out of copper, and it's tuned to certain frequencies, and it has one of these stones in it, and that stone is up against a crystal. And I actually put electricity to it once just to see what would happen, and it was crazy. That bitch lit up. The crystal lit up, and this thing was sparking. I just got just wanted to see what would happen, because I always see people lighting them crystals up. I want to see if it really works, and I'm like, oh shit, it does work. See, like this one's raw. It's raw. And then these are the best thing. You get this Shugnite that goes on the back of your phone, and it'll also hold your phone up. So if you want to sit it on its side, watch a movie or something like that, and it's just the raw stone, which is a phenomenal product against EMF radiation. But anyways, the groups. Let me show you the groups, guys, because our boy did some work over here on the groups. Somebody actually bought one of these the other day. I just sent it out to them. Shout out to them. I figured, shit, I'm going to make me some money on Trump's ugly ass. And we got Eat to Beat Disease. This is the best book you'll ever buy. This one's really good, too. The 48 Laws of Power. I got to send that to Donut. I told him I would. I forgot. So you just go down here to groups. Groups, please. Oh, there we go. So this is Matrix Codebreaker. You got Matrix Codebreaker Corner. Make sure you join his group, guys. Show him some love. And then you got Truthful Social. He posts on both of them, though. Truthful Social, we got, damn, that's 1991. 1,991 people in there. All his new posts, though, that he just did are only available on his group, right, brother?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going back to your group right now. Then he's the moderator over here, guys. Okay, so you keep your mic on so you can walk them through this. I can give you the screen. You want to take control of this?
Go ahead. Just we could talk about each subject. It don't matter.
Okay, let me open this one up first. Okay, what do we got going on, brother?
So, to me, it seems like they're doing a big ritual where they're gonna, I guess, sacrifice a few past, present, and future leaders.
Yes.
And it could be connected to the Three Kings Day as well. We had that black moon eclipse that just happened at 4:26 p.m. Well,
Yep.
4:26 has Apollo connected to it, the bride, and Biden dies at 4:26.
Wow.
We also have the 126 code right here, 1026, which is connected to portals.
Well, that's the day who died on 126, Kobe Bryant.
Yep. And
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant equals 1262 in Gematria.
Oh, yeah. And Kobe Bryant died on January 26 at 41 years old. And 41 is the biggest number tied to CERN, Switzerland. There's so many connections to 41 and CERN. It will blow your mind, guys. So that's very interesting. And remember, brother, you've been watching me forever. You never miss one of my shows. And remember when I said when Jimmy Carter first started getting sick, I said when he dies, they're gonna pop shit off, didn't I, bro?
Yep.
And they sure did. So now we got one down. And if Biden goes, guys, this is what could happen. I think he's on to something here, and that happened at the Black Moon was at 4:26 p.m. So
Yep.
you know Apollo, they're trying to raise Apollo with CERN, guys. Revelations 9:11 releasing Abaddon, aka Apollyon. CERN is built on the ancient temple of Apollo, and all this shit ties back to CERN. Now, to open the gateway, they need a lot of energy, and that's why they're harvesting our energy, probably with that fog shit. And they would have to sacrifice three major figures, the death of the three kings. That could be huge. But so say Biden passed away, even the day before the inauguration, or 2 days before, the day before. That makes Kamala Diva Harris the 47th first female president of the United States instantaneously. And then they could postpone the inauguration until Biden's buried out of respect for Biden. And that's what they would do. And then Kamala starts a freaking war. You know what I'm saying?
It's their unholy trinity ritual.
If they're going to do it, it's going to happen before the inauguration. But I'll tell you what, these Trump supporters will flip the fuck out. Oh, they will flip out. They ain't going for that shit.
Oh, yeah.
They're already thinking it's going to happen. They're already waiting for it. But I see them try to pull something sneaky. Hold on, get something to drink.
Yeah, just like we talked about the last podcast, they're definitely up to something, but they're waiting until the last minute to pull, everything off. There's too many coincidences happening. There's too much stuff that's happening fast, already going into this year.
Only soda I can drink now, bro, is Alley Pop and Stevia. Stevia has no sugar.
They even had Kamala as president in a lookalike in the 90s cartoon.
Yes. Not to mention the House of Cards. The 46th president died, and his wife became the 47th first female. They had that same predictive programming in the series Veep. Remember? So there's been a lot of predictive programming of Kamala becoming the first female president. Now, what do we have here with the 126? There's that 126 again.
Yep. So we have the 126 code. It's connected to Kobe Bryant's death. It's also connected to portals as well. So we have that portal energy that they're trying to manifest with these rituals. Donald Trump 6 feet under is connected to it. Scottish Rite Freemason. You can see obviously Kobe and his daughter all equal the same.
And yeah, they died on that day. And what do we have here, brother?
Oh, so go to the Jimmy Carter one real fast.
I got to get out of this part.
Yeah. Go back.
Okay.
The Jimmy Carter's, that one.
Which one?
up a little bit. Right there, right next to the, yep.
This one here.
All right, so we got Jimmy Carter, who is, well, we've been saying for a while, he's connected to the number 28 as well. 28 is a perfect number. It's connected to blackout, cyber attack. So when he died, what did we have? Exactly. We had a cyber attack on the Treasury, and then the blackout in Puerto Rico, which gave the whole island was blacked out.
Yep.
We're going to go back.
8 is tied to Israel, bro. Flip it around, it's 82, which is the whole COVID thing. And 28 is tied to the God that they're trying to resurrect with CERN, bringing back resurrection of Osiris. Osiris ruled for 28 years. But go ahead, I apologize.
Oh, you're good. That 28 also equals Jade Helm, just like how you were talking about earlier with the 44.
Yeah.
I think it was 44. But yeah, it's connected to Jade Helm as well. Go up. Go to the next slide. There you go.
Oh, wow. Jade Helm, Rapture, The End, Blackout, Bride, Eclipse, Luke Skywalker, I can't even say that shit. Cyber Attacks, Christians, The End, Jimmy Carter, Mega Quake, Financial, Raging Cajun. Did I forget that one? Raging
Yeah.
Cajun.
Which is just a connection to another name for Gambit from X-Men.
Okay, and I'm Matt.
Some other time.
I'm Matt, man. That had to do with old boy that died on October 28th.
Matthew Perry. Yep.
Yeah. So he dies on October 28th, which is 128, another representation of 128. And that was Julia Roberts' birthday. And then she releases Leave the World Behind, which came out on 12/8/128. The tower collapsed 10/28. The Challenger blew up January 28th, 1986. 73 seconds later, I might add, which we'll get into the 73 number in a second. What the hell is this?
So this is a Q drop, and I'm not a believer in the Q thing. That's just my opinion. I think it's a psyop.
Me too.
But you can decode these, and they'll tell you what the real truth is if you know how to decode them right. So Snow White 6 now offline. So Jimmy Carter's connected to Snow White 6. If you on the back, the other one, his name equals Snow White 6. It's connected to 128 as well. So they're basically telling you that when he dies, there's going to be it's connected to blackouts and darkness, in which we've already just had that the day after. You go to the next one.
I bet you they pulled some shit down there in Puerto Rico, dude.
Mm-hmm. Go back to the main screen.
Oh, hold on a second, because I got to show something with this too. So what do you got here in 73? Trump, Tesla, truck fires, 73. And then that's Key to the Apocalypse, The Lord of the Rings, Skull and Bones, March 27th, October 17th, October 26th, October 28th, and 666. So you got some dates on there. Now let me show you something that I got with that same number, and then we'll go back to it in a second. Hold on. Look at this. I got that 73 number as well. Boom. So the dude, the killer guy, during this event, guys, his name was Matthew Libelsberg, or however you can say that, Matthew Libelsberger. Might have been Donut's cousin. I don't know. There's the number 84 in there too. 8:40 a.m. Wednesday, he reportedly pulled up the truck. Now, he first got into Las Vegas at 7:30, guys, which is a version of 73. Drove around for an hour. Then he pulls the truck up at 8:40 a.m. local time, and 15 to 20 seconds later, the explosion killed him and injured 7 other people. So 8, right? As we're leaving the year of 2024, entering 2025, well, the year of the 8, to put, to add it up, it adds up to 8, 2024. So this guy's name, and he was 37 years old, right? Now, boom, his name, Matthew Lewisberger 224, which we're leaving 2024, the year of the 8. 2 plus 2 is what? 4. 4 and 4 is what? 8. So everything has a meaning. 224. First female president, 224. The Society of Jesus is 224. And then if you spell out 224, 2024, it equals 73. Like Trump Tesla truck fire, 73. And well, I already said it happened at 7:30. Well, he got in Vegas at 7:30. The guy was 37. These are mirror reflections of each other. So if you got the number 37, obviously you got the number 73, because it's called mirror numbers. Now, guess what 73 is, guys? Nibiru. And then in reduction, Nibiru is 37, the mirror of 73. And in Chaldean, destroyer of worlds. That's what Nibiru is called, the destroyer of worlds. Shiva, I think, is Nibiru. It's the same thing. And Shiva's right out in front of CERN. They're trying to open up that Dimension X. That's where them Anunnaki Archon fucks are from. That's my theory, anyways, guys. And there's been a whole lot of symbolism with the hangman. That's my birth card, actually, the hangman. And the hangman, depending on how it's facing up or down, they either offer their self up as a sacrifice, or they're involved in a sacrifice. The card can be looked at many different ways, but Trump's doing the hangman right there on Time Magazine. He's doing the upward version, right, instead of the real way you notice it is how they're hanging down from. That's the real way it is. It's them hanging just like this. Remember 9/11, guys? The guy that was falling out of the tower. So somehow he's just doing the hangman pose, though. Like, I don't know how he decided to do that, falling out the tower, but he did it. He did it. Pretty crazy. Pretty freaking crazy to me. But he did it. Yeah, I mean, it's getting nuts, man. It is getting so nuts. So, can you share your screen and show that thing that you found, the Islamic symbol on that? Remember before we went live, I said save that for the show. It was on I think it was from the Louisiana incident. They literally had the Muslim star or the moon and crescent. And they said there was a freaking they said there was a flag, an ISIS flag, found in the back of that guy's car, which I bet they planted that there. They just want to get us into a war, dude. They want to get us into this holy war and use our children to fight their wars, so their kids don't have to die. And I'm cool. I'm not getting in no war. I ain't letting my kids go to war. Bro, did you hear they're bringing back the draft? Oh yeah, you got to look into this shit, bro. They said they were even thinking about bringing the draft back and drafting women. But then they're like, nah, I guess we can't do it with the women, but they're gonna bring back the draft. I ain't try. If they try to draft me, that shit ain't happening. I ain't doing it. I'm not fighting for y'all. Sorry. I would fight for this country if it took care of its people and didn't hit them with direct energy weapons and didn't murder them and didn't censor their speech and actually cared about us and protected us and didn't let these drones go around spraying foggers and shit. Who knows what the hell that all is? But it's like they don't care, dude. They already handed our country over to somebody else because they ain't taking care of us. You know what I mean? At all. Hi, Tommy, tuning in from Kentucky. Shout out to Jennifer Smith. And by the way, I did a, a special thing. If you go look on my Facebook, I said whoever shares this and puts hashtag Tommy Truthful and leaves a paragraph why you want a free decode, I'll give you a free decode. And it got a ton of people commented, but only one person did it. So that's cool. I left her a comment and told her she won the free decode. But what I will do, I was going to pick 3 people. So, oh, Donut made a tight little thing right there. Chemical fog. And then he has the picture of the fog. Here, I'll show you guys real quick. Little Donut. I wonder what I was going to hit him up this morning, but I knew he was sleeping. He's out there in Arizona, which they're gonna pull some staged event on his shit too. Look what Donut made. It's pretty tight though, actually. The fog, mysterious. It takes fog sweeps the U.S. with reports of burning chemical smells in the air. We did that 42 minutes ago. You've probably seen that shit on our podcast. Let's give him a like. Little Donut. All right, let me show you all what I'm talking about. Oh, hey, have you guys watched this video yet? Come watch this video I did. It's a music video in the beginning, and then I break down some stuff at the end. So, and the music video's fire. It's only like 3 minutes long. The last 3 minutes is, see, this post went crazy. This is the one I broke down the whole thing about Santa and the chimney. If you want to come read it, the 4 brains of the human body, all that. Pretty good. Where's the one I want to show? I said, was it this one? I said I would do a free giveaway. No. I forget which one I told people. Oh, this one right here. So I said, free decode giveaway. I'm giving away 3 free decodes. Share this post, comment with hashtag Tommy Truthful and a paragraph about why you want a decode. Winners will be announced tomorrow's podcast, but I never did a podcast the next day. So I am announcing them today. Sorry about that. That was my fault. But only one person did it, and I let her know anyways. So this girl, she's the only one that did it. She's a top fan. Shout out to her. I appreciate her. I said something to her here. I really liked your comment up top. So you're definitely on the radar. And her comment was right here. And then I told her she won. You're the winner. So she just got to hit me up. Boom, get her info, and we will get her decode out. If anybody, there's 2 spots open. So if you guys want, you can share this video that you're watching. You can share it from Facebook, or I don't know how I would be able to tell on YouTube. If you share it on Facebook, damn, look, they didn't even play this video on Facebook, bro. Where is it? It ain't even streaming on, but it says up here it is. Nope, they broke it on Facebook. Wow, they didn't even share it to our Facebook. Ain't that crazy? They shared it to the little Facebook and that one. Wow, that's nuts that they did that. They didn't share it to my big Facebook. Well, we still had a lot of people in here the whole time, either way. But yeah, you guys can share it from. If you do it on YouTube, just put hashtag Tommy Truthful down in the comments, share the video, and write like a little paragraph why you want to get a decode. And then I'll pick 2 of you guys in the comments since there's still room for 2 more people. I do that every now and again for because I know everybody can't afford to get a decode. It's only $33, but still, some people have, they could barely afford to feed their family. So I want to be able to give back and help them out too. So I try to do certain little giveaways like that to give them a chance to get one. I'm really upset right now that they did not stream this to my big Facebook. That really makes me angry. I can't even believe it. Look at this shit. Man, we would have had a tight live if it would have got streamed to our big one. You know what we're gonna do? Watch. They think they're slick, don't they, guys? Got something for them. Watch this. Watch this. What I do to them. Turn that video off right there. Let's copy that. Go right here. Facebook stopped you guys from being able to view this live. We're still live, and you can view it here and share it via this link. They've been doing a whole lot of censorship lately. I love Grammarly. Facebook has prevented you from viewing this live stream. There we go. Paste. And get rid of this shit down here because then people can't view it. See how it tries to put that WhatsApp thing on it? And then people told me when they click on it, it takes them right to WhatsApp. It don't let them view the video. So let's post that. I want to show you guys a couple of things too. The censorship shit they've been doing. Let me see. Can you guys see what I'm seeing? Oh, I got to make sure you can see what I see first. Screen share, duh, Tommy. They can't see. And the matrix code breaker, we'll go back to your breakdown and finish that up. Facebook has prevented you from viewing or sharing this live stream. However, you can view and share it via this link. There we go. Y'all want to try that little slick shit? Watch this video, guys. Clear evidence of what they've been doing to us and censoring us. So, like, anything that I've been sharing from my website, let me see if I can find one. I probably won't do it now that I'm on here. That's why I'm so glad I recorded it. Oh, yeah, look, it won't. Look, it doesn't even let me click on it, guys. See, look. Clicking it, it does nothing. But if you're on your phone, it'll let you. But if you're on a computer, it does nothing. Now, the good thing is I put the link up here. Let's see if that works. Takes forever to load. I mean, their censorship has gotten so bad. So that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to put the link at the top of every post because, I mean, look, watch, guys. Oh, that one works. Does it? It's so annoying. Look, this one don't work. So they just choose which ones they want to work and which ones they don't. What about this one? Nope. Ain't letting you watch that one. It's crazy. Matter of fact, let me show you what they were doing. I wonder if this happened to any of you guys. So now, if I share a post directly from my website, truthmafia.com, and you click on the post, look what it does. This shit pops up down here. Hi, Tommy. Please let us know how we can help you. Do you have a website? How do I book a reading? And then that's why I started putting in the blog the link to the video, which then it'll take you to the website, right? But this is ridiculous, guys. I don't even know how to get around this anymore. Their censorship is like next level now, you know? Ain't that crazy, guys? Let me fast forward through some parts. And I'm talking, they've been doing the craziest shit lately on my pages. It's just getting tiring. Like, I think that's what they want, though. So I'll give up. So I'll just, like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not doing this. It ain't even working. They're breaking my stuff. But I'll never give up. And pretty soon I'm going to own Facebook. The biggest class. Look, that was that link was taking people to behind my on my website back where people could edit it. So people could have ruined that whole blog and edited it. Thank God none of my people did. Because I got good people. But imagine one troll, one hater that hates me would have seen that. Oh boy, I would have been done. Now I fixed it. It can't happen no more. But yeah, man, I've been dealing with this for days, guys. It's just been so tiring. I wanted to do a live on Christmas with my family and talk to you guys, but look at these two having sex right here. These two little, I don't know what the hell that's all about. But yeah, it started getting bad after I did that Kanika Jenkins video and this video. These two right here, the Pazuzu one and that freaking Kanika Jenkins video that kind of went viral. Well, it didn't kind of, it did go viral. And I show you that I log into my other accounts and it still does it. So it's crazy. It's just the censorship, like I said, is on a whole nother level. You can watch that full video if you want on Facebook. But I appreciate all you guys that helped me share that video because a lot of you helped me get it out and show people what's going on. And I really do appreciate that. We could never do any of this stuff without you guys. So let me shut some of these because they're trying to mess up the thing right now. Oh, did they turn off my live stream? Did they end my whole live stream? So I don't even see my thing anymore. Where in the hell is going on? Hold on a second here. Oh no, there it is. Oh shit, I was tripping. I was about to have a freaking heart attack right there. Tommy, yeah. Hey, Matrix Codebreaker.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So, damn, that 73 was a crazy one, bro. And it's Key to the Apocalypse, Lord of the Rings. That whole movie, Lord of the Rings, it's all about Nibiru. I think we're in a military drill. The governments are underground. I've been saying this for years. And we're in some Greenland type event. You know, the longer we stay stupid to it, the more they're just stealing our stuff and taking it underground, stealing. They never thought they would get this far into the event. I guarantee it. They never thought they could pull it off this long. So what's this all about?
So supposedly this is where the Tesla trucks, the person who rented the Tesla truck, this is their house is right back here.
Oh, that's where they rated it.
Mm-hmm.
More 28.
That's the Luigi Mangione. That's his address. That's connected to the Empire State Building and then the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, bro, they were talking about him so much on this is Trump's birthday, and that was tied to that flight that crashed in Kazakhstan, where the Khazar mafia is from. Right, Matrix Codebreaker?
Yeah.
You don't have to pause it when I talk. You're cool. But unless you're getting some flashback or something.
Oh no, we're good.
What was that, bro? What was that roast I told you about that was on Netflix?
Jeff Ross?
Yeah,
Blazing or something like that. It's like 2024 or something like that.
Watch, everybody's gonna all the decoders are watching this right now, and they're all gonna steal this shit. But that's all right, guys. You got to watch this. Look, first of all, it's blue and orange. Blue and orange equals 56, like mind control. And remember, I swear to God, I've never seen a roach. I said a roach, a roasting like this. Everything they talk about would have got people straight canceled, but none of these people are going to get canceled. You could tell it's so set up. And look, what's his mic look like to you? Don't it look like the Statue of Liberty thing?
Nope.
There's so much connections to New York. They crack on that Luigi guy, the Mario brother guy. They got freaking Biden on there. Tim Dillon. I remember when Tim Dillon was a freaking a small YouTuber. He had like 1,200 followers, and now he's on. They're bringing him right to the top. He's a gay comedian, and he used to do like conspiracy type stuff. He was actually cool. I liked him back in the day. And now he's on, they rushed him right to the top. He got on Joe Rogan's podcast. And then I think Joe Rogan's like the one that scans him for the whole CIA and shit. Because once they go on Joe Rogan, it's over. They blow up. And I remember when Theo Vaughn went on there, he didn't have that many followers at the time, the kid from Road Rules. And then he started blowing up. But he was such a happy, upbeat person. And right after he started blowing up, dude, he got so depressed. And like, I'm a huge fan of his. He interviewed Trump now. He was the one that interviewed Trump, got like 24 million views. And I think he interviewed him before Rogan did. But you could see it was like the soul was sucked out of him. And I think it was just all the rituals he was having to do, bro. These people probably don't know what comes with it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Norman back here, he's one of my favorite comedians. He's funny as shit, but he said some hella racist shit during this thing. I was like, wow. And then they had the dude from what's that guy's name? He was on Full House. Remember Uncle Jesse?
John Stamos.
Yeah, he was the drummer. He looks like he'd been really taking his adrenal. Hashtag Google Chrome. Because that motherfucker, I mean, he looks the same damn age. So the special was recorded at the Bellwether in Los Angeles on December 17th. Ain't that nuts? That's the beginning of Saturnalia, and that's the Pope's birthday. Everyone should watch this, though, because there's so much predictive programming in it. Jeff Frost sucks as a comedian, but a lot of them do. There's like one or two funny ones. But pay attention to the predictive programming. Pay attention to all the false flag events. They bring up every major false flag event of 2024. Except for, I don't think they mentioned Donald Trump shooting at all, which was kind of weird.
Look at the people's faces in the back. Don't they look weird to you?
Yes, they do.
I wonder if that's AI generated.
Dude, I swear to God, I was thinking that too, bro. It is weird. Yeah, when you really look at it. Let's look at their hands, because the hands always gives them away.
The two people right behind his head.
Yeah, that they look super weird. How many fingers does that guy have? Looks like he got a couple extra down there.
He might be part Nephilim.
I mean, this chick right here only got what? She got 4 toes. Looks like she has 4 toes. Yeah, that might be AI generated. I watched it though, and there's so much predictive programming in it. What's he have on his finger? Is that a Band-Aid? The President Trump guy who played President Trump, this guy over here with the bicycle helmet on, he came out and he said, everybody makes fun of my son Hunter, but he bought all that crack with his own money. I was rolling. And then look at all the baby oil bottles back there. And the freaking bartender looks just like Puff Daddy. It was crazy, man. It was creepy. Very creepy. That's on Netflix right now. So I think it was trending like on New Year's Eve. It was trending like number 5 or something in the U.S. What do we got? Let's see what's trending right now. There was a New York shooting that was in Queens, guys. If any of you have heard about that, it didn't look too interesting though. Let's see. That Matthew guy, he's still trending. That's all people are talking about. They said there's supposed to be a bunch of tornadoes coming too. So we're probably going to get hit with some HARP shit. Get ready for that. Where's our groups at? Okay. Let's see if you had anything else on here I missed. Pope Francis to open 5 sacred portals on Christmas Eve for a ritual that's never been done before. What the hell? I didn't even hear about that.
You didn't hear about that?
Oh, dude, I told you I was chilling with the family.
So that's what made me connect the Luigi to the actual Luigi and Mario. Was that portal, because they had that portal in the actual Super 93 movie right there.
Oh
which
my
symbolizes
God.
2 worlds merging into one.
Yes, the 2 becoming the 1, like the 9/11 ritual. Bro, how did you not catch the one thing I'm looking at that I didn't see you catch?
113.
Okay, you better have caught it, or I was gonna fire you. I'm like, this motherfucker didn't catch the 113. So right there, this is about opening portals, guys. And 113 is tied to what? The Phoenicians and the reptilians. Let me show you. 113 and portal flipped 113 around 311. In Latin, portal is 311. And the pandemic was on March 11th, 311, and they're trying to open a freaking portal within our body with the you know what? Where is that post I have of the Phoenicians? I always save that one right here. Bam! Look, alien reptilian 113, Phoenicians. The Phoenicians guys, they were the Canaanites, and then they turned into. They were the ones that really taught people how to build boats and spread all that around and set up Carthage and other major shipping places like that. Well, 113 comes from the Baba Kamal in the Babylonian Talmud, and it states that the Jews may use lies to circumvent the Gentile. Perjury 113, dishonest 113, not true, mainstream infidelity. So right there, you see it's all bullshit with that Luigi dude. Coronavirus pandemic 113, prepare for disease X 113, vampires. That's their number. That's crazy. That was on that door, bro.
And right after that scene too, he tries to put them in a de-evolve machine to turn them into a reptile.
No way.
Yep.
Oh my lord. So did the boat? And you're talking about in the movie Mario Brothers, right?
Yeah.
I gotta go back and watch that, brother. He tries to turn him into a freaking reptile.
Yeah. So they try to like de-evolve them. They have this machine that can evolve or devolve, but they ended up putting Larry Lazard in the machine and de-evolving him instead.
What the hell?
Yeah, his name's Larry Lazard, like lizard.
Larry Lazard. Is it? Yeah, they're leaving hints all around, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
guys,
Bone Jones.
make sure you guys follow Matrix Codebreaker. That's his YouTube channel. He's just getting started. He's a moderator over on truthfultv.com. He's a good friend of mine. Even Donut knows him. Pretty good dude. I mean, he's been following me since I started and just always been a really great person and trustworthy. There's my homegirl right there out there. She's out there in New York. What's going on in New York? You see any of them damn drones, girl? Her ass always working out, looking sexy as shit. She might see some of them damn drones out there. You know? I think she's in New York.
Oh, in the movie too, they also were digging for fossils, and they're at an archaeological site. So here in 2024 in December, a homeowner in Orange County, New York, there's your orange warning, discovered a complete mastodon jaw in their backyard.
Yeah, I seen that. That sounded like some bullshit. Who came and got the mastodon jaw?
Probably the Smithsonian.
So they say, right? Yes, he is hilarious.
How the movies imitate real life right there.
Yep. I mean, there's so much predictive programming in these movies. It's crazy, man. You just got to pay attention and learn how to decode. It's not that hard. Any of you guys that are in the comments right now have the ability to do it. Is this live? Yes, it is. It is very live. I swear to God, I just thought I seen some walk behind me. What the hell was that? And I'm in my apartment by myself, but I have cameras everywhere, dude. And they can see in the dark. I think I'm gonna upload some videos because at first I didn't know what it was, but now I got some pretty good ones. Dude, I think there's some shit manifesting in my house. Like, and then you read about all that technology they have, like that invisible type technology the government's got. They got suits, bro, where one of these fuckers could come right in your door with you and you wouldn't even be able to see them. And then they're in your house chilling. That freaks me out. I keep seeing orbs though. They're not like people. They're like orbs, but probably it's like a week before Christmas, or a couple of days before Christmas. Um, I seen some entity walk into my freaking bathroom. And my bed, where my bathroom is, it's like right in front of my bed and my TV. So I was
That's
laying there
crazy.
watching. I was laying there watching Shameless, right? It's my favorite series. And guys, there's so much COVID programming in Shameless. Watch the last season, season 11. That's all it's about. It's crazy. But I was laying there and I swear to God, I seen some type of female, and she did not look friendly, bro. She looked scary as shit. And she looked at me like she smiled and then walked in. And I jumped up so quick, like, what in the hell? And I went over there, looked in the bathroom, didn't see nothing. I have a camera right there. And I ran the camera back to see if I might have missed her, walked past the doorway, but I didn't see her. But so if she didn't walk past the doorway, there's a huge walk-in closet there, and then my bathroom is off of the walk-in closet. I know it's kind of weird, but that's just how it's set up. So I don't know what the hell it was, bro. If I could feel it though, the energy of it, and it did not feel good. It felt very demonic. I gotta get this place cleansed.
I feel like I've been, I don't know, spiritually attacked more too these past couple months.
I think I have too, brother. I think the veil's thinning, and Inside Job's a great cartoon on Netflix. It's all about the lizard reptilians, and I think the veil is thinning, and especially people that are vibrating on higher frequencies and able to see things for real. We're really being able to see stuff now because um, that veil is thinning, and pretty soon normal people are going to be seeing it. Not, because most of these people are like the Walking Dead. They just go to work, eat, shit, go to sleep, go to work, eat. Like no type of they have no type of spiritualization, no type of nothing. They're not in tune with shit. They don't believe no, and I'm not saying believe all conspiracies. I hate that word because they attached it after the John F. Kennedy event to discredit anyone that questioned that. So, but I'm not telling you to. I'm not even one of these people that believe every single thing's a conspiracy. I don't believe every single storm is HARP. You know what I mean? But a lot of them are. And you got to stay open minded and look into this stuff because they are pulling things around. They're pulling this shit off around us all the time, and people are just oblivious to it. Like that fog shit, we should be calling our senators, calling our governors, and demanding to know what that is.
Yep.
Everyone should be. I mean, do you care about your kids? Trust me, guys, I'm always writing them letters. They don't ever answer me back. I even wrote Putin a letter once. I was trying to join his KGB.
That Luigi Mangione, if you combine his name and his fake name, Mark Rosario, that he was using,
Yeah.
you can make an anagram, Mario and Luigi, orange mask. So warning masks.
That's interesting.
It's just in time for that mist.
Time for that. Yeah, time for the mist. Wasn't there another time we was seeing some mist shit happen? Some fog. Can't remember.
The orange mist or fog.
Yeah, they said was from the fire though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was very strange. I don't believe it was all from the fire. But yeah, I hit up Putin before. I wrote directly to him and sent him an email a couple times. I told him, listen, man, my country is fucked up. And I don't believe nothing they say about you. I said, I see you're out there riding grizzly bears and shit and doing martial arts. I'm trying to come out there and kick it. What's up? But he never hit me back. Swear to God, I hit him up. I was going to defect, guys. I was going to defect to Russia. I mean, this country, all they do is torture me, use directed energy weapons. Shit, I'm about to hit up Kim Jong Un, see if he'll let me defect over there. Like, listen, bro, as long as you let me do my podcast and chill and don't fuck with me, don't try to have me eating dirt and all that crazy shit. But who knows if any of that's true? That's just what our governments tell him or tell us. Dennis Rodman was going over there kicking it with him. You know, he liked Dennis, but I don't know. That's probably I believe North Korea is owned by America. It's some CIA something. It's something owned by us. That's my opinion.
Beta test ground for control.
Yeah, something crazy. Now Russia, I think there's been an ancient war going on between certain groups of Caucasians, and they fight during these global resets. Who's going to have power? Who's going to have control? And Russia at one point was the biggest. They ran everything. Oh shit! Y'all hear that? Listen, did y'all hear that screaming?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, there's some projects out here, boy. They're tripping. She said, "I don't have your fucking." I forget what she said, but let's see. She says that again. That bitch is always tripping. She lives diagonal from me. Her dude locked her out the house one night because it's his house, and she has to be on some kind of drugs or something. Because bro, she just laid out in the hallway, crying and kicking her feet like you know how a 3-year-old would do, kicking their feet up and down. She did she did that shit for like an hour. I finally had to text her, dude. I'm like, bro, if you don't get your chick, me and you are gonna have a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to sleep, bro. You got this chick out here flipping the fuck out. Crazy things you see in the hood. It's a funny world, but all right, guys. Well, that brings us about to the end of our show today. Nature's Codebreaker. I really do appreciate you coming on here and hanging out with me, brother.
No problem. It's always a pleasure to come do a podcast with you.
Yeah, man, I always love it. Tomorrow, hey guys, I'll be doing them every day to every other day. I got to catch up on some decodes tomorrow, but I'm going to try to slip in a 30-minute show. So I'm going to do on my own. I'm going to try to do 30 to 45 minutes a day, so we can at least bang them ones out, some smaller ones, and then I'll do the longer hour and a half, 2-hour podcast when we have guests on and stuff. So I love y'all. Make sure you go check out our shop.
Stay tuned. There's going to be big events soon, so stay tuned.
There sure is. Make sure you got food, water, ammunition. You're prepared. If you can afford a generator, I would highly recommend investing in a what's it called, propane, and it's like a hybrid one. It's propane and propane and from the sun. No, you know, from the sun. What's that called?
Solar.
Yeah, solar. There you go. Thank you. I'm slow as shit. Propane and solar powered. They're like 2Gs, but they really do work. And yeah, go check out our merch over on truthfultv.com. But most importantly, go join our free group over there. We have our own social media platform where you could share your own information, not be censored. We did have to block this one person today because he was just trying to promote his sex chat room. Remember him, Matrix Codebreaker?
Yeah.
So I had to get him the fuck up out of there. You know, I'm not going for nothing like that. But if you have your own website or something, you want to promote it, feel free. Just don't be trying to promote sexual shit in there because that ain't going to happen. Now, coming soon is Truthful Love. That'll be one of the new groups where our truth seekers that are single and you always find someone that is not like-minded like you, you'll be able to go over there and talk to people and meet people that are just like you, that actually believe in the same things you do. So it'll be cool. And you know, it's a way of me giving back. Actually, one of my fans thought of it, one of my followers. I can't even remember her name no more, but it's been so long, and I've been working on it for a while. So we finally got everything done, and we'll be launching that soon. So thank you guys. I love y'all. All links are in the description. We're out of here.
Yo, we living in a sim, reality's a game. NPCs around us, they all look the same. Soulless entities controlled by AI. Quantum computer running life, asking why. Are you just a player, controlled by machine? Or a first player character, living the dream? Tap into the code, break free from the lies. Decode your gematria, see through their disguise. In the simulation, what's your role, what's your fate? Are you real or controlled, can you navigate? Elites use gematria, secrets in the code. Find out your archetype, let the truth unfold. Super quantum computer, pulling all the strings. NPCs moving like puppets on a swing. The Matrix got nothing on the life we lead. Green letters falling, it's the truth we need. Are you just a player, controlled by machine? Or a first player character, living the dream? Tap into the code, break free from the lies. Decode your gematria, see through their disguise. In the simulation, what's your role, what's your fate? Are you real or controlled, can you navigate? Elites use gematria, secrets in the code. Find out your archetype, let the truth unfold. Archetypes defined from NPCs to Neo. First players rise, let your true self show. Do the